Well, hello guys. Just thought I would show you a boat that I built about 25 years ago. It's just a little project boat that you can probably still have them out there online or whatever. You can buy a set of plans and it's 2 sheets of 1/4-inch plywood is all that is right there, and a little bit of fiberglass and some resin, and you just stitch her together with wire. One of the easiest projects I've ever built. Well, she's not the prettiest. I didn't take a lot of pains and sanding and buffing. You can see it's pretty rough, but well, 25 years ago I really didn't care that much about how things looked. I just wanted them to work. But and I didn't have the sanders and everything that I have now, so if I built it today with all the sanding equipment I have, I would have a pretty wood finish on everything and you wouldn't see that matte. But just I had some runs in the resin and stuff, so I just painted over it and throwed it in the water. But I hadn't had this boat in the water in 20 years or more. So let's go see if we can catch a fish. Yeah, she's still dirty, needs to be cleaned up, but anyway, all right. Whoa, as soon as it hit the water, something nailed it. What was it? Don't turn it loose, guy. I didn't even have the slack out of it. Whoa. Oh. Whoa, guys. You're gonna turn me over. Look at that trout. That's a fish there, guys. Ain't the most graceful fishing in the world, I can tell you. But oh my goodness, that is one you don't have to measure. Okay. All right, it's another good way to get hooked. Make all the noise. Make all the noise, guys. I don't want to go through his mouth. I want him to be able to breathe a little bit. Well, guys, that wasn't far after that last fish. I mean, it was just right afterwards. And I am making noise, bumping on the boat. Hadn't got my sea legs yet, but there's fish here. So I don't know what to say. Am I really enjoying myself on this yacht? Not really. It's just a little too shaky, but you know, time you can catch a couple of trout that quick. If I was in my other yacht, I staked myself down and worked this edge slowly. But anyway, guys, that was fun. I'm gonna get my sea legs here in a little while. It hadn't been maybe 20 minutes since I sat down in this boat, so give me a little while. Don't hate on me too much for this shakiness. But we're fishing with the same lure, chicken of the sea, down south lures, and it appears that the trout are here. So I'm hoping to hook on to a nice redfish. But we catch what's there, right? I've been watching some of the other guys fishing, getting hooked up on them big schools of reds. I think they're coming back. They're coming back through the jetties. They're coming back in here. Of course, this time of year they do like school up anyway, even without a storm. But being I hadn't seen a lot of fish out, a lot of redfish over here in Seadrift area, I figure they're just making their way back. All right, guys, enough of my talk. Let's move to the next one. Oh, guys, sure need to get me something for that paddle. Keep the noise down. Another keeper trout. All right. Well, get in the boat. All right, guys. I'm not gonna have y'all watch me wrestle this one on the stringer, but anyway, we'll move to the next one. Looky there, guys. Right at the boat. There's keeper trout. The one thing about it, when you get into the keepers, normally you got good ones. Big ones and little ones don't like to play well with each other. So, alright, guys. He's throwing water at me. Quit doing that. Let's get him in a boat. We can get our... He might not stay. Yeah. Alright, he's in the boat. Alright, guys. Let's just go on to the next one then. That's a nice trout. So, we'll see you in a bit. Whoa, guys. Right there. Oh, that is so fun. Well, that's number 5. That's all they let me keep, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's thick out here, guys. I sure wish y'all were here. Get in the boat. Well, the boat's starting to feel a little bit more stable, but it's still tippy. It's just basically the design of this hole is just so narrow, and so, but well, guys, let's just look at our limit. I don't normally use a stringer, so that's not bad right there, guys. That's a stringer. That is a stringer. So everything else has to go back in the trout category. All right, guys. I throwed it in his mouth. Didn't even see him, but pitched it up there, and he just swallowed it. I haven't seen many fish up in the marshes here, and okay, oh yeah, I can't do the around the front of the boat with this big old yacht. He's not super big, but I don't think he might be a keeper though. Well, that's right, I got a stringer I gotta worry about getting tangled up. Guys, that's why I don't normally like stringers. Now if I get tangled up in my stringer and it's too far for me to reach it, I'll be having to get out of the boat. Look at that. Yeah. Well, this guy. He's a nice one. He's a nice red. All right, guys. Well, that's the first redfish I caught in this boat since I brought her back into production. One thing I gotta say about this boat is it paddles. Oh, you give it a couple of strokes and you're gone. That's what it's made for. It was made for cruising, not really for fishing, because when you're sitting still, you see how it still shakes, and I've been in it for a while. But when you're cruising, it's like riding a bike. The faster you go, the smoother it is. And so yeah, well guys, we got us a fish, and one that we know for sure is a keeper. He's not too big, so I think we will put him on a stringer. I don't think he's more than 24, but he's definitely over 20. But it's been a while since I caught very many fish, so we're gonna take it. Oh, I seen the wake. I seen the wake on that one, guys. Oh yeah, see him running to it, so I kind of paused a little bit, let him catch up to it. So what do we have here, guys? Oh, well, this would be number 2 on the keeper reds. I'd love to go on and get my limit of reds, limit of trout, and this old vintage 25-year-old homemade piece of wood. Oh man. Well, as you see, my last that last redfish, I kind of just stopped talking because I kind of made a little outro there, thinking, well, but it was right there where I caught that one, and then I decided I'd come around this corner, and well, this ain't what I thought it was after all that. It's a black drum. Oh, that comes to my, oh, I had a guy comment. I didn't even respond. I'm not going to respond to people that are just trying to be, I would say, I don't know, difficult or whatever. I don't need that in my life. He says, you do know redfish is a drum. You do know a redfish is a drum, right? Oh, wow. I didn't realize. Yeah, yes, I do know. The official name is red drum, and this is a black drum. But, yeah. Well, guess what, guy? I know you're a keeper, so let's just put you on there. But yeah, I've been in fishing for a long time, but I fished with an old man. Well, not fished with him, I worked with an old man. He was from Jacksonville, Florida. He said over there they called them red bass. So it kind of depends what part of the country you're at is what people call them. But down here, you don't hear people say it's a red drum. They're redfish. That's what everybody calls them. If someone says they went out and caught them a red drum, you'd be like, where are you from? But anyway, like I said, I didn't even respond because, you know, people. And if you're watching this, that was my response. I just don't respond to that kind of stuff, at least in the comments, but I will we'll bring you up in the video possibly, in case you want to be out there. Alright, enough of that. Well, we're going to move on to the next one. I thought we done had another redfish, but that's 3 species. That's not your Texas slam, but I don't know what they call that. Maybe we'll get a flounder and we will get another Texas slam. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Well guys, I think we're gonna call it. I just drug these up on here so I can make some ground. There'll be an ice chest here in another 5 minutes. Boat's right around the corner over there. I just thought I'd show y'all this boat can move. I mean, this is after me paddling for a couple of hours, and I'm not I'm not real fresh, but yet this boat will move. It may not be stable, but man, if you wanted to do some cruising, and the more I'm in it, the more stable it seems. It's not as shaky as it was, and I'm sure the more, if I would fish with it more, it would even get more sturdy for me. It's just, you got to get used to your boat. You kind of, I was spoilt with that real wide one that was so stable. You can stand in it and stuff. You ain't standing in this one. I don't care how good you are. It's just not made for it. But anyway, as you can see, she's just, I ain't shaking side to side like I was, and I can't complain about today. We got, what, 5 trout, 1 nice black drum, and 1 nice redfish. And well, I caught 1 other trout, and it was a keeper, but I don't think I put it in here and turned it back. But anyway, not bad for bringing the old boat out of retirement, but I'm still debating whether I'll use it or not, because the seat situation is way subpar. And when I'm fishing, I like to relax. I like to, you know, just not have things that are uncomfortable. And right now, I'm not the most comfortable position sitting here. So, all right, guys. I just want to thank y'all for coming out, and we'll see you next time. So, God bless. Later.